Yo, what's up, guys? Monos NFL back here with another podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the hiring of Dan Quinn, the new head coach of the Washington Commanders, my favorite team. And I'm not going to waste any more time, so let's get straight into it. So, 2 podcasts ago, I made a video talking about who I would want as the next head coach of the Washington Commanders. The top 3 lists, and Dan Quinn wasn't on that list. You know, the top 3 was Ben Johnson, Mike Macdonald, and Jim Harbaugh. And as y'all know, Jim Harbaugh went to the Chargers, Mike Macdonald went to the Seahawks, and Ben Johnson stayed with the Lions. So the first thing that came to my mind, like when all of this just unraveled, was like I was kind of like surprised from what I thought was going to happen at the start. Towards the end, it was kind of clear that it was Dan Quinn, but at the very beginning, like I didn't expect Dan Quinn at all. Like throughout the whole process, I really thought Ben Johnson was the guy. And then like when we started to take long, I was like, okay, yeah, Ben Johnson is the guy. They're just waiting for him to get out the playoffs. But then we got that bombshell report that Ben Johnson was staying with the Lions, and that was a crazy day because like it was just really unexpected, and I really didn't really understand it from Ben Johnson's point of view. Now that I can reflect on it, and it's been a couple of days, I guess he just didn't want a rookie quarterback. I seen a report that the only team that he really wanted to go to was the Chargers because they had Herbert, and I guess he just didn't want to coach a rookie quarterback. The reason they said was because he wanted to win a championship, but I don't believe that at all. They said his asking price spooked a couple teams away, and you know I can kind of see that because he would have been a first-time head coach, but he was also like in the past 2 coaching cycles been like the number one coach that most teams went after. Allegedly, according to the reports and stuff like that, but allegedly his asking price was just too much. And yeah, we didn't get Ben Johnson. I was upset about that. I really wanted Ben Johnson so he can help develop a rookie quarterback, as he is a former quarterback, and also he ran one of the best offenses in the past 2 years. But yeah, we didn't get Ben Johnson, and then we didn't get Mike Macdonald, who was my second option, but it's whatever. But let's talk about the Dan Quinn hire. I'm not mad at the hire. Like, I honestly kind of like the hire. At the beginning of the year, with the Adam Peters press conference, he was talking about how he didn't want an offensive head coach or a defensive head coach. He just wanted a leader. Like, it didn't matter. And Dan Quinn is definitely a leader. A lot of players like him. You know, Michael Parsons said that he might go with Dan Quinn. You know what I'm saying? A couple months ago. So like Dan Quinn is definitely a leader. One thing that I really wanted experience. If it wasn't Ben Johnson or Mike Macdonald, and Dan Quinn definitely has experience as he coached the team to the Super Bowl. He did, you know, coach the Atlanta Falcons when they blew that 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl, and that's not really good. But I try to look at the positives that he made it to the Super Bowl, and he was up 28-3. So honestly, there's a lot of positives to it. You know, Dan Quinn is a leader, and he's very experienced. He's a very well-liked guy according to the players. Like, I honestly can't really be mad at this hire. I did want Ben Johnson, and I did want Mike Macdonald, and you know, we just didn't get him, and that's okay. I feel like this is also a really good hire, though. I've seen a lot of fans mad at this hire. I don't understand why they're mad. I mean, Dan Quinn, the top 3 candidates available was Mike Vrabel, Bill Belichick, and Dan Quinn. Bill Belichick is getting older. He's 72. Like, it's probably time for him to retire anyway. Mike Vrabel cannot build a good offensive staff, in my opinion. And Dan Quinn can definitely build a staff, as the Atlanta Falcons coaching staff when he was head coach was definitely stacked. So I'm very excited to see the staff that Dan Quinn, you know, builds. And I'm just very excited to see how the season's going to go. I like the GM. I like the head coach, and hopefully I like the draft picks and the free agency decisions that we do decide to, you know, go out on. I feel like the fans need to stop overreacting. I feel like this was a good head coaching hire. I like it. And yeah, just try to be positive. Just looking forward to the season. Things like that. But that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching, and just stay tuned. Peace.